Hello everyone and welcome to another high elo game of Age of Empires. Today my wife tells me people are going to get the wrong impression about me because all I ever do is talk about the junk food that I eat. So I have to mention that today I did actually have a grilled chicken breast and some broccolini for lunch. Although who the hell knows what I'll have for dinner. In any event, that's later. Right now we're sitting down to watch Mr. Yo playing as the Spanish in blue get ready to take on Daniel playing as the Lithuanians in red. Now, while the players herd their herdables, explore their immediate surroundings, and try to go up to Feudal ASAP, let's take a look at the Civ matchup we'll be watching today. The Lithuanians, very much a paramilitary civilization that loves its gunpowder units. Their gunpowder units fire 18% faster, and their unique unit, the Conquistador, is a heavy-hitting, less accurate mounted hand cannoneer with more HP, but less range. Now, to defend these costly units, the Spanish actually can train a missionary, which is basically a mounted monk with less range, but also one that cannot pick up relics. And by the way, they can upgrade both their monks and their missionaries to convert enemy units faster and increase the pretty bad range on the missionaries by +1. Now, to support their military-industrial complex, Spanish villagers build structures faster, their blacksmith upgrades cost no gold, and they receive 20 gold for each technology that's upgraded, or rather researched. Let's keep an eye out on the top left of our screen. Whenever Mr. Yo researches Loom, he gets a little bit of a rebate. It's like almost like buying a electric vehicle for 50 gold and getting 20 gold back in this form of a government rebate. Now, why, oh why, did I begin this whole Civ rant by calling the Spanish a paramilitary civilization? Because their villagers, all of their villagers can be upgraded to get 40 extra HP, +2/+2 armor, and a +6 attack, which together with a sapper's upgrade makes them pretty damn good at taking down structures, building walls, and basically anything and everything that stands in their way in the late game. Now, opposing the Spanish, we've got Daniel as the Lithuanians in red, a civilization that very much focuses on their heavier cavalry. Their knights, cavaliers, paladins all come with a free attack boost for every single one of these that's collected a relic all the way up to +4 for a maximum of 4 relics. And by the way, this free bonus, this feature does apply to their unique unit as well. The latest, a heavy cavalry unit, one of the most annoying in the game. Why? Because its attack ignores enemy armor. Now, to gather relics faster, to get this free attack boost faster, Lithuanian monasteries do work 20% faster. Now, on the field of battle to support their units, the Lithuanian spearman line units and their skirmishers do move 10% faster and can be upgraded to get extra pierce armor. So that's something that may come into play. We'll see if Mr. Yo goes to conquistadors, and if so, skirmishers naturally a interesting and good counter, not the best counter given how powerful the conquistadors are, but perhaps with some extra armor. +2, who knows? We'll see how well they fare against conquistadors if we're lucky enough to see it. Now, the Lithuanians, to build a robust economy to support their military endeavors, do start the game with 100 extra food. And rather, every town center they get gives them 100 extra food, which is why they start the game with 100 extra food. And they can be much harder to raid because they can upgrade their town centers in Castle Age to have +3 range, which makes them very much outrange a lot of the mangonels in the game. Here we go. Let's take a look. Once Loom completes in 17 seconds, Mr. Yo's gold will go from 50 to 70, a pretty interesting feature given to the Spanish in, I believe, the penultimate patch. Here we go, 50, 70 gold. Both players clicking up to Feudal at the exact same moment. Holy moly, my eyes are going left, right, darting each direction just to see who has an advantage over who. I have no clue. I think they're both going up to the exact same moment. Daniel has discovered where his opponent is. Mr. Yo will discover in a hot second. There it is. A house, so he knows he's in the right vicinity, and now we'll know as well that there's a town center here, although kind of stops right before. And let's see what he does. He's going for a bit of a wider exploratory arc. Daniel doing the same. Sorry, you may have heard a click or two there. I had to sneeze. Very unprofessional, attacking the barracks, letting him, Mr. Yo, know, hey, I am here, I see you, I know what you're doing. And let's take a look while the players 27, 26 seconds. Ooh, Run away, goose. From Feudal, what their resources look like, what their bases look like, and see if anyone is advantaged or disadvantaged. Daniel, primary stone, a little bit in the forward position, not too terrible. Primary gold, rather. Oh my goodness. Primary stone is secure in the back, as is another gold pile with a third in the front and the secondary stone in the front as well. But this is basically an open base. He's got 3 forests, 2 in the backwards position, 1 in the forward position. They're pretty damn thick, which means that archer fire is not going to do very much against these. Let's see, once double bit axe completes for our Spaniard, that 70 gold becomes 90 gold. Man, oh man, if he wanted to do a militia rush, now would be the time to do it. His base, I mean, he's got only 2 wood lines instead of Daniel's 1, 2, 3, but it seems like the quantity of wood is the same. Look at this big, juicy forest, and look at this wall off of potential here. Very interesting base for Mr. Yo. Primary gold, nice and secure in the back. Stone in a 3 shape, a little bit exposed, but the front of his base also open. Why did I say interesting? Because it's flanked by 2 incredibly thick forests, which means that the harassment potential on both of these bases is going to be pretty limited in terms of wood lines, in terms of berries. You guys know I gotta point it out every game. My favorite. First blood for Daniel, although never mind, no, he already has a kill, and now he's being shooed away. 2 kills to 1 economic kill for Mr. Yo. The scout has to run away. Do not engage. Oh, he's not paying attention. He is not paying attention, so Mr. Yo loses his scout, loses his entire army. Right as I finish that sentence, another spearman pops out, but he's got his stable up, does not have a secondary structure yet. Not important at all. He doesn't have the food to go up to Castle Age, nor the time. Daniel is flooding his base with the cavalry. I stuttered there for a second trying to think of what else he's sending, but no, it's just 3 scouts and a spearman, which again means that these wood lines are pretty secure. These wall-offs are going to do fantastic against melee units. No way they're going to be able to bust into there. And villagers and a spearman should do a pretty good job. As we saw, everyone has loom, so these villagers are not quite the easy pickings that they might have been about 10 minutes ago. But Daniel doubling down on melee units. Has he seen this one line, by the way? The villagers on? Yeah, he has, and he's seen the palisades as well. Mr. Yo, blacksmith going up for him. Or rather, Daniel, blacksmith going up for him. Mr. Yo doesn't have a secondary structure just yet. Hasn't walled off the back of this forest, which I expect him to do at any minute. This one is nice. No, this one is also needs to be walled off. This is like an optical illusion here. Villagers say, get the F away from Isaac's favorite lemon bushes. These are not for you. These are Spanish lemon bushes. Daniel obliges, moves away. 5 army supplies harassing Mr. Yo's base here, but not getting too much done. And finally, some archers are moving forward, which is going to make jacking lumber here a little bit more annoying. But look at Mr. Yo, beautiful placement of a wall. Gives him enough room to plop down a market if he needs to defend this. Also means that archers cannot sneak in and plant themselves right here without him knowing about it. And here we go, the wall off begins. Deleting a few tiles for a gate. The house, for what? A house it is. And Daniel has to be careful here. He's inside the base, but there's 3 spearmen chasing him, and very clump. Beautiful maneuvering out of our Lithuanian, but ultimately does take a few pokes and prods, which weakens one of the scouts, which dies immediately. Archer is very close to having a bunch of villagers pounce on his head there, but fantastic movement there by Daniel. Unfortunately, the space very narrow and constricted. I mean, you know, if this was the Viper, these guys would have been trapped by 5 or 6 houses. Palisade gates, something crazy like that. But we are watching Daniel. Will he get another villager? Looks like it. So, does manage to get his first economic kill, but it is a costly one. That being said, he might get another villager. There's 2 here. One is very, very weak. Ooh, a hit and run by the scout, but I think it's the archer that ended up getting her. And now he's running away. Mr. Yo with a fresh recruit will be able to chase him down. Daniel, though, take a look resources-wise. 400 food away from being able to click up the castle. And we saw he already has the blacksmith, the archery range, and the stables, given the units that we've seen on the map. Mr. Yo What does he have? He still doesn't have a secondary structure. There it is, the market. So he's not waiting until these palisades come under attack. He is saying, I'm not going to wait until the last minute for these 5 range archer units, and they are dead. Army counts now identical. Villager counts. Our Lithuanian is ahead, and he himself is starting to wall off. Jacking lumber in the back forest. Jacking lumber in the back forest. Seeing this pile of gold as well. Lithuanian closer a second ago, but take a look at the left side of your screen. Mr. Yo has rebalanced his entire economy so that he could rush his butt up to Castle Age. And let's see what he decides to do. There's no actual exit here. I think he's completely walled himself in. Okay, so Mr. Yo going full Howard Hughes here. Oh, never mind. There we go. There we go. Oh, no, never mind. Okay. I mean, easy enough to delete a palisade wall, so yeah, all's good. All is good for him as he gets bloodlines as well. Gold mining upgrades for our Lithuanian. And let's see how much Mr. Yo decides to investigate here. The scout has 4 HP. If the hoof stumbles on a rock, this rider will get thrown off and die. He's going to see a wall off just like he did to his own lumberjacks. Stables is in the very forward position. He's getting scale barding armor. Now bloodlines for our Lithuanian as well. So units can pop out of these structures. Villagers, though, he's going to have to delete palisade walls. Oh, look at this one solitary palisade wall here. But our Lithuanian, he's back. There's a few archers, a few spearmen. 19 seconds away from Castle Age, but little does he know in 3, 2, 1, Mr. Yo's going to hit Castle. And goodbye, Mr. Yo's scout, even though he is getting forging at the moment. Still no forging before, and 2 archers do help manage to kill him. Oh, and now he's stuck inside. This is exactly what I warn about all the time. Not the biggest loss in the world, 1 scout with 5 HP, but always make sure you have an exit strategy, just like here. Just like here, Mr. Yo has left this open. Oh, but the villagers saw. Oh my god. Oh my god. The farmers, the peaceful farmers just growing their crops. We'll see what they decide to do against this 1 scout that has so little HP. Mr. Yo being so aggressive here. At the same time, his knights are out. They are going to wreck this Feudal Age army. But the more exciting, the absolutely epic conclusion to this scout's life as he lies dead, fertilizing the Lithuanian fields. And now the Lithuanians have knights out of their own. Not surprised he went monastery very early. Mr. Yo, also monastery. We know he likes to get relics. We know he likes to pinch relics if he can find them in the middle of a fight. Monks are out, although just for our Spaniard. 2 in the production for our Lithuanian. So we'll see who gets the relics. We'll see if these even are for relics. I mean, both players have seen the knights of one another. The monk, the natural counter of the monk. Oh my god, the monk, the natural counter of the monk. No, monk, the natural counter of the knight. And right as I say that, a Lithuanian monk does move forward. 2 extra town centers for Mr. Yo. 1 decent location will give him access to wood and gold. This one I like a lot more, although needs to secure this hill here. You cannot have your enemy taking occupation of that hill, using 25% hill advantage to gun you down. But gun you down is a hypothetical. What's real in front of us is in a light cavalry upgrade as well. Oh, Sour, why do you have to kill the tiger? You still outrun him, but what's real in front of us is 5 knights streaming forward. And there is not but a few palisade walls here. He hasn't seen them yet, but he's going to discover them. There's already villagers here. We'll see if he tries to bust into here. Will be bad news bears for him because he can't really go much further until this town center completes. For now, it will block his path, but no, he decides to go here and sees the town center. So good scouting by Mr. Yo. Light cav versus light cav +1. Light cav versus scout cav, rather. +1 attack, +1 armor versus no upgrades for our Lithuanian. And let's see if Mr. Yo will be able to bust his way in here. Daniel, emergency house, but there's 1 palisade. He's missing this one. Ooh, this is going to be close. Okay, does manage to get it. No ranged units here for Mr. Yo mean that this is not going to be a very fruitful attack. And now Lithuanian Knights Sanctity being researched for our Lithuanian. Town center garrisoned with villagers is helping what little it can. Looks like 1 arrow or 2 arrows? 2 arrows. And that's all she wrote for Mr. Yo's aggression here as he continues to pump out more knights. 7 knights, 3 light cav, 4 monks. Army counts basically identical. Villager counts basically identical. Mr. Yo waiting, lying in wait is the expression I wanted to say. For now, Lithuanian has collected 1 relic, which means his knights are at a +1, even though, take a look at the top right of your screen, he hasn't researched forging at all. Super cool, super powerful feature of the Lithuanians that are going to catch up Mr. Yo's monk. Why are you running away? You know you're going to die. You know you're not going to save your monk. At least bring the relic a little bit closer before you go kaput. Holy moly, Mr. Yo. You walked into the wrong bar, my friend, says our Lithuanian, as 6-7 monks. Oh, man. Shoot those light cav away. But the knights are here in honor guard for the monk, who no doubt is going to make his way there. No doubt going to make his way there. Looks like Mr. Yo is going to get his first relic as well. There he is. There he goes. Carrying his book, his crook, his sandals, and his frock. And now Daniel is pushing out with what looks like a potentially insurmountable army here for Mr. Yo. I mean, I say in our arena games, never underestimate the maneuverability of the light cav, especially when they go straight for the monks. 1 monk goes down immediately. 2nd monk dies. 4 monks are dead, but 3 survive. No, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. 1 survives. Oh, never mind, 2 survive. I am not having a good time calling numbers this game. At the same time though, Mr. Yo has brought the relic that his other monk died for. Will he get him? Will he get him? Of course he's gonna get him. That massive, what is it, +10 attack bonus now against monks? +10 attack bonus against monks. And you can have 45 HP. You are not an Aztec monk. And Mr. Yo continues to prowl. Will he get this monk? There's a body of cavalry moving forward, but again, the maneuverability of these light cav is just absolutely insane. Does get the monk. Ooh, and saves 1 of the 2 light cavs. So a light cav for a monk is a good trade any day of the week, but a Spanish castle is here. Conquistadors are being traded. Daniel didn't notice until the last minute, which means his units take a little bit of damage, but nothing game ending, especially not with 3-4 monks here. Let's see our Lithuanian's vision, actually. Has he seen the relics? He's seen this relic. Oh, that's so sour. He's literally 3 tiles away from seeing that relic. So hasn't seen it yet. More monk snipes. Holy moly. I mean, I'm very much focusing right now on monk snipes. I know that Daniel got a good number of conversions in the fight that happened here. So I'm not exactly focusing on that at the moment. Mr. Yo continuing to spay and neuter and kill all the wild animals. R.I.P. Bob Barker. So, man, somebody, I have to mention this. I mentioned it during the live stream a few days ago. Somebody tweeted out, if you're not familiar with who Bob Barker is, because I know he might just be like a North American personality. Oh, no. Oh, that's so sour. He was the host of The Price is Right for like a million years. So somebody tweeted out that he passed away at the age of 99. And a lot of the games on The Price of Right, you have to guess the price of an item, a car, a dishwasher, I don't know what, a ski-doo, without going over. So somebody tweeted that he died at 99, as close to 100 without going over. And man, oh man, that was a long story. In any event, I found that tweet hilarious. And R.I.P. Bob Barker, many a day when I was a younger lad of my teenage years and my singular years of, 8, 9 years old, either home from school, sick, or just, on a day off. And at 11 a.m., there was nothing better than turning on the TV. Of course, there was nothing on. This was like 1991. So there wasn't internet, there wasn't streaming, there wasn't anything on TV except what, you know, cable told you could watch. And at 11 a.m. and at 12 p.m. on came The Price is Right. And it was just so much fun watching people play these different games, Plinko and guessing games and all of that stuff. So a little bit of nostalgia in the middle of a Age of Empires cast. Apologies to anyone from outside North America or who doesn't know what the hell The Price is Right is. Yeah, very influential show on a lot of people. Wasn't like the craziest prizes. Like you wouldn't win like $1 million. At most you'd win a car, or there were sometimes you'd win prizes that were maybe like 6 figures, like 100,000 or more. But it was still just such a fun show because the games were so much fun, and the Bob Barker was just such a awesome host. In any event, he passed away at 99 earlier this week. In any event, there's going to be a bunch of monks that are going to be passing away right now as these light calves swarm them from behind. How many monks does he have still left? 7. Looks like their faith is gone. They converted something. Looks like a bunch of light cav, but in come the conquistadors saying we are going to finish the job that the light cav started. And they are being healed by their own monks who are now going to forfeit their lives to the Lithuanian Commonwealth. And in come the Lechai. How many are there here? Only one Latus. Okay. Okay, I got very excited there seeing the Lechai. Never mind, there's a few back here as well. He is at a +3 attack, which tells me he's got 2 relics because he's only got forging. Both players heading up to Imperial Mr. Yo about 45 seconds ahead of his opponent. And our Lithuanian is moving out at the absolute wrong moment. I hope they're on patrol. They're on patrol. So they're going to see these villagers. Ooh, went straight for those villagers, actually. And now he's also circling to the north. 1 villager down, 2 villagers down, 3 villagers down. Looks like a bunch of them did manage to garrison, and here come the conquistadors. Already 12 kills on them. I guess when you're attacking monks. Oh, what was that? He did a little dance there. Maybe I should be paying more attention to conversions. Maybe Capture Rate should have a conversion tab. I wonder if there is one here. I'm not going to click it in the middle of the game. Relics 2 apiece. Has Red seen this? No, he still hasn't seen this. And Amistrio's trying to bust into the side of his base, but there's a town center here. These monks are these knights. Why do I keep confusing monks with knights? These knights are only at a +1 armor, and now the Lechai, they don't give a flying rat's ass what your armor is. Are gonna chase away these knights. Mistrio has to be very careful. Don't lead him to the relic. Don't lead him to the relic. No. No, he shows them where the relic is. What a bad area to move into for these knights. You have just revealed to the Lithuanian, if he's paying attention, where exactly those relics are. At the same time, our Lithuanian is pushing in with a whole bunch of cavalry units. His castle is under attack by no fewer than 3 Spanish trebs. But he is not purely on the defensive. Runs by this town center, decides, hey, I want to attack. 3 trebs become 2. I tried to double click the trebs. Of course, I double click the farms. That's just how we roll here at Cast of Empire. So he is attacking to the north, albeit just a house. Okay. These guys are having a World War I Christmas soccer game, it seems like. As now this must be the dumbest knight of the kingdom. Just standing and watching as his citizenry gets slaughtered in a what was it called? Sheva show? Sheva? I think it was Sheva show, right? During the 100 Years' War? When the knights would just basically run into a town and slaughter anything and everything that existed, whether civilian. Chevauche? I'm gonna look it up later. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Big old treb balls are shelling down these conquistadors, but now they're focusing on the castle. His OG castle is still up. Our Spaniard 2 castles continuing. Conquistador production now elite, fully armored. 19 on the field of battle, 9 more. Yeah, someone in the comments, if you know the word, let me know. I think it's chevauche. It's basically something based off the word cheval for horse. But yeah, it's a very I think what we would what we would consider like a war crime today in the during the 100 Years' War. Man, oh man, was that a brutal war. But this night is not long for this world. Gets a final villager. See you in hell, he screams as the castle guns him down. Same time, these knights, one probably converted light cavalry unit trying to bust their way in. Ooh, speaking of sneaky knights, stables going up for everyone. Another castle for our Spaniard. Let's take a look at economies for a second. Oh my goodness, winged hussar. Let's take a moment here to appreciate Daniel's game knowledge. Excuse me, I hiccuped there. The winged hussar, every time I introduce the Poles, because they have the Lachitic legacy that does trample damage for their light cavalry units, I talk about the winged hussar. Maybe I should start talking about them when discussing the Lithuanians. Why are they relevant? They come with an attack bonus against gunpowder units. Take a look. First of all, look how freaking beautiful this unit is. Holy moly. What a gorgeous unit. Second of all, take a look at it. What is it, +4? +5? +4 gunpowder. And last time I checked, these gorgeous bastards are gunpowder units. So we are going to see, hopefully, a nice big battle between Lithuanian light cav. I mean, I talk about them focusing on their heavy cavalry because of the mYi, because of the relic feature. But man, oh man, let's see it. If they can get a good surround on these conquistadors, 90 HP is not a lot. The problem is they have to get there first. They have to absolutely get there first. And 18 attack doesn't care about your 6 pierce armor, especially not when there's how many conquistadors? 32 on the field of battle. They will shred your light cavalry to pieces, and in come the harassment. But Mr. Yo is walled off. Not too much Daniel is going to find there. And now he's supply capped. Mr. Yo is only at 157. Our Lithuanian has exploded in population. Most of the lead here in villager count, but nonetheless, castle on the hilltop will take a bit of a pounding before it does go down. Daniel has 1,000 gold, 1,000 stone. His monks converting light cavalry units. Not too sure you want to do that. Why waste your population space unless you just want to convert and delete? But here we go. Let's see. I don't know if this is enough winged hussars, but there's monks here. Have they spent their faith? No, look how much faith they have on them. So much. So they're getting a good amount of converts here. The problem is this is a big old death ball. 42 kills already on these guys. Okay, mission accomplished though, I guess. Getting 2 of the trebs, or 1 of the trebs. No, 2 of the trebs. And what is happening here? Why is our Lithuanian focusing on the light cav to convert? Focus on the Spanish heavy hitter here. But man, oh man, how many stables does he have in the forward position? 8 stables. Ooh, might want to get 4 or 5 more. He's not really lacking for wood at the moment. And the HP on these conquistadors. Oh, he's 1 hit away. This guy's got 2 HP. A stiff breeze will kill him. And now he's gunning down more monks. These conquistadors, man, oh man, have they done a fantastic job killing monks. The problem for them is no matter, you can be as close as you want. Their accuracy, take a look at that, 70%. Daniel continuing, 61 villagers on food. He's got 4 trebs of his own. And the light cav have managed to, I guess, bust in. It must have gotten here, or maybe Mr. Yo just felled enough trees. Now Daniel, one latest, chasing a bunch of villagers. 6 kills. How many economic? All 6 of them are economic kills. Conquistadors not in the castle. That's villagers. And now Mr. Yo is chasing. Mr. Yo is chasing. Mr. Yo might be in a bit of trouble, he says, questioningly. He's down 50 supply. He's got the better army. Who's kidding who? 36 conquistadors, 37, 38. This is the much better army. Even though it's not really an army, it's more of a squad of the same unit. He's got 11 light cab. The problem for him, he's got to keep them alive. Otherwise, look at his economy. He's got 2 gold miners. Daniel, 70 villagers on food. So he doesn't need gold anymore. What are the upgrades on the light cap? Fully upgraded. Unfortunately, no blast furnace for them. But doesn't need it. Gets the treb, and then they kind of just freeze? Is this like that silly trend that was going on like 5 years ago where people in public would just freeze? All like 100 people at a train station would just freeze, and people who weren't in on the joke had no fucking clue. Sorry, no clue. Oops, sorry. Keep it PG-13. People not in on the joke had no clue what was going on. Oh man, I mean, this looks like a lot more than 3 kills here. The ones with the more kills must have died. Mr. Yo has retreated into the safety of his castles. Conquistadors come out. There's only a few of these light cavalry units still left. And Daniel's aggression is stalling. The problem for Mr. Yo, he's got 33 more on the tab, 22 more in production, and he's just discovered this annoying location that's so far from everything. So a bunch of these villagers are going to die, possibly a conquistador to a lion, a tiger. For a second, I read elite conquistador. I thought maybe an elite tiger. I wonder if the wild animals in this game should get more powerful as the game goes on. You know, you start with like a baby bear. Wow. Where did you come from? What the hell are you doing here? Oh, okay. There's a Lithuanian castle. What the hell was that? Not something we see every day, a Treb hugging the woodline. Daniel is basically going to have the time of his life right now, I think. He's going up to 50 Hussars. Mightn't want to reduce the monk count unless he plans on really focusing on these conquistadors. Otherwise, these monks are just dead weight. You know, honestly, who's kidding who? He might 75 villagers on food. He might want to delete 10 villagers on food, 10 villagers on wood, and add 20 more. Okay, let's see it. They do get a good surround. They do get an interesting surround, but there's a castle, no murder holes, of course. And the conquistadors, man, oh man, are they having the time of their life right now. 94 kills, all military. And a few light cab from our Spaniard. Look at Mr. Yo. He is desperate. He is selling whatever the hell he can. Why? Because he's got 1 villager on gold. This gold mine, unmineable. This one just starting to be mined. And Daniel is back here as well. I wonder if Daniel's trying to be too Mr. Yo-ish, if I can use that expression, in the sense that he's trying to attack multiple areas at once. I mean, build a few winged hussars. I wonder where their destination point is, waypoint, set point, whatever it's called. Ooh, Mr. Yo, are you gonna snipe these monks? He's going straight for them. He's going straight for them. 1 dies immediately. 2 die. 3 die. 4 die. 5 die. I think. 6 down. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Only 5 of them left alive. Fantastic pickoff for Mr. Yo. Holy moly, how many dead monks on the field. But this is starting to get a little ludicrous here for our Lithuanians. 102 kills there before that one oh my god. Before that one conquistador dies. I'm getting way too excited. He does manage to finally save his castle here with a few winged hussars, but again, Mr. Yo with now 5, a massive 5 villagers on gold. I mean, Daniel's got 0, but Daniel doesn't need gold. And now he's building skirmishers as well. Let's see if he got, what is it, tower shields? Nope. Nope. Actually, yeah, he did. Yes, he did. My bad. +2 pierce armor on these guys. Still needs to get the ring arch armor, and look at their pierce armor once that happens. Ooh, Daniel discovers a few juicy trebs on their own. Goodbye, 400 resources apiece, and now the conquistadors, 107 kills before that last one dies. And this is a very big problem for Mr. Yo. A huge problem. Again, the better army in terms of heavy hitting unit. And look at that. 10 pierce armor. This is a Huskarl skirmisher. Absolutely a rattan skirmisher. And now Mr. Yo is going to see that he's gone skirmishers and probably say, oh god, even attacking on an 18 only does 8 damage to these skirmishers. I don't think they have any bonuses against archers, right? Nope, buildings and ram. And I think Daniel's got this in the bag. Mr. Yo's supply, his population is 60 smaller than his opponent. He is being raided in multiple locations. He is getting yoed by Daniel. who took a page out of his opponent's playbook and is attacking at multiple angles, and now also focusing on these heavy-hitting units. 36 of them left. mYi just can't replace this army. He's got to be more, yeah, he's got to be more judicious with his army here. Where he places it, where he decides to engage. He's got 43 villagers on food, which means he can produce a good amount of light cav. But how many stables does he have? Okay, 6 stables, not terrible. Not terrible. I like to see double digits at the, I mean, we're an hour into the game. You probably should have double digit stables. Oh, more villagers get caught out by these annoying winged hussars. And mYi's death ball, 130 kills. Where the hell did you find 2 villagers to kill? But Daniel, this is just a never-ending stream. This is water torture. Drip, drip, drip. Individual winged hussars, skirmishers. mYi is down. Oh my god, supremacy! Look at the villager stats. 80 HP, 9 attack. Are they going to rebel? Are they going to fight against these winged hussars? So far, no. What the hell is the point of getting that upgrade if you're not going to fight against those hussars? And this is it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, my God. You know, sometimes I call it, sometimes I don't. A lot of times I don't. But I think the second mYi saw this, he realizes, uh-oh, yeah, no, it's game over. Stone miners attacked yet again. Winged hussars in the back. Winged hussars have entered here. What is this, what am I looking at? What is that plume of smoke? Oh, it's the blacksmith. Oops. Oh, I thought I got confused there. I thought this was a stable for a second. Why did I think that was a stable? Never mind. So right before he dies, mYi only 82 villagers. Daniel 131 villager kills to the 13 of his opponent. So the civilization that needs as many villagers as possible to sustain production and keep alive this heavy-hitting, fantastic unit just doesn't have the villager count. And after an entire game of raiding, again, Daniel to the north, Daniel to the back, Daniel in the center with more and more, and has discovered yet again, this is 5 dead Spanish villagers. And now he shows up with 3 trebs. mYi must be thinking, wait a second, where's your Victoria? Where's your economic structure? How the hell did you get all of these trebs? Little does he know, Daniel's army costs no gold. The monks, sure, but he's had them for the last hour. Skirmisher, winged hussar, no gold, so he can spend and spend and spend all the livelong day. And wow, what an absolute beast of a game out of both players. 142 light cav, 283 winged hussars. Although, yeah, you know what? For the majority of the game, they were winged hussars, I would say. The majority of the active game, at least. 153 peak right at the end of the game, at the hour mark peak. Okay, not too long ago as well, 15 or so minutes ago. What do we think about economy? Well, before I click this, how much bigger is the Lithuanian economy? Oh my God. Oh my God, that's like 40% bigger. That is massive. That is a 30,000 resource difference, and relics played 0 role in that. 500 gold is not the kingmaker here. Let's take a look where the hell that number is. 12,000 more wood, 11,000 more food. Oh man, look at this. 7,000 more gold, and okay, not a lot more stone. Not a lot more stone. Wow. Absolutely bonkers. And look at our Lithuanians upgrades. You see blue upgrades after Imperial? Not a single upgrade. Of course not. Again, he has to maintain production of this very powerful tanky unit here. The Conquistador is not a cheap unit. 60 food, 70 gold. A little bit less than a knight on the whole, but still not a cheap unit, especially not against one that only costs food. And with that, I am absolutely impressed AF out of Daniel's position here. And mYi was not as aggressive as I thought he would be with the Spaniards. Playing defensive, the king of holds in this game fails to hold. What can I say beyond that? I mean, his base hasn't been breached by any significant number of units. There's no rams, there's no trebs gunning him down yet. But like I said, I think the second he saw these, it was GG. Kill count. Our Spaniard on the defense with the gunpowder ranged units, of course, has more kills, 463 to 345. But this is what hurt. This is what absolutely hurt. Oh man, what a fantastic game. Daniel showing us the versatility of the Lithuanians. And not only that, but like I said, a hat tip to his game sense, because again, knowing that you are one of the only 2 civs in the game to have winged hussars, and that they come with an attack bonus against gunpowder when your opponent has doubled down on nothing but gunpowder, is absolutely epic. And even though they're missing blast furnace, even though they don't get that +2 attack that those +3, I guess, that the relics gave them, they don't really need them with that bonus. So wow, Daniel with the multi-pronged attack with the perfect hunter unit here of the Conquistador gets the big W, but GG to both players. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.